Okay, so picture this. You're walking deep in a forest, and down on the shady ground, something catches your eye. It's a bizarre little organism pushing up from the earth, and you know what? It's about to break every single rule you thought you knew about plants.
All right, that might be a little dramatic. Not everything is a lie. But this thing, this botanical phantom, it completely ignores the #1 rule of being a plant. It doesn't need sunlight. Not a single drop. It's basically a translucent predator that pulls off a super complex heist underground. And trust me, it's going to make you rethink everything.
So let's meet our subject. This is the ghost pipe, or, if you want to get fancy, Monotropa uniflora. I mean, just look at it. When you first stumble upon it, it's genuinely weird. It's this waxy, almost see-through white color, sometimes with a little pinkish hue. And the first thing you notice, there is absolutely zero green on it. It has no chlorophyll. You know, the green stuff that lets plants eat sunlight? Yeah, it doesn't have it, which of course leads everyone to ask the same question. This is what gets everybody. You see this pale thing growing in the dark, and your brain immediately screams, mushroom, right? It's got to be a fungus. But oh, this truth is so much cooler than that. Let's just settle this debate right here. Check it out. The ghost pipe has a stem. It has these tiny little scale-like leaves. And here's the kicker. It produces an actual flower and makes seeds. Fungi, on the other hand, no flowers, no leaves, and they make spores. So, biologically speaking, there's no question. This ghost is a flowering plant. And this is where your brain starts to hurt a little. We just proved it's a plant, but it's a plant that's totally given up on sunlight. It lives its whole life in the dark, a place where any normal plant would just give up and die. So that brings up a pretty huge mystery, doesn't it? If it's not using the sun to make food, how in the world is it eating?
Well, to survive, it has perfected this incredibly clever underground heist. Scientists have a name for it. It's called myco-heterotrophy.
Yeah, I know, it's a total mouthful. But all myco-heterotrophy really means is fungus feeding. Instead of making its own food, the ghost pipe just steals it. It steals it from fungi. Seriously, the easiest way to wrap your head around this is to think of our little ghost pipe as the master thief in a super elaborate underground heist. And every heist has a crew.
So here's how the job goes down. First, you've got the producer. That's a big tree soaking up sunlight and making tons of sugary food. That tree works with the pipeline, this huge network of fungus underground. They have a sweet deal. The tree gives the fungus sugar, and the fungus gives the tree nutrients from the soil. Everybody's happy. But then, along comes the theft. Our ghost pipe quietly taps its roots right into that fungal pipeline and just starts siphoning off all the sugar that was meant for the fungus. It hijacks the whole system. And get this, it gives absolutely nothing back. Nothing to the fungus, nothing to the tree. That makes it what's called a hollow parasite. It is 100% dependent on this whole scheme to live. It is, without a doubt, the forest's most beautiful freeloader.
Okay, so let's recap. It's a plant for sure, and it's a parasite, absolutely. But when you live like this, it kind of changes your whole role in the ecosystem, right?
Think about it. It doesn't really hunt, but it survives by preying on the energy of others. It's like a little botanical vampire, thriving on the lifeblood of this secret forest network. But even with all this predatory behavior, it is still, firmly, a member of the plant kingdom.
Even its scientific name screams plant. Monotropa comes from Greek, and it means one turn, which refers to that sharp curve you see in its stem right before it blooms. And uniflora, that's just Latin for one flower. And if you ever see one, look close. You'll see that single little bell-shaped flower just hanging off the top, like it's nodding its head. That flower is the ultimate proof. It's the smoking gun that tells you this spooky little thing is, against all odds, a wildflower.
So what does it really mean for a plant to just completely break up with the sun? Well, this life without light actually gives it a pretty wild superpower.
By totally ditching photosynthesis, the ghost pipe found a brilliant loophole. It can set up shop in the darkest, dampest parts of the forest floor, places where the tree canopy is so thick that other plants don't stand a chance. It never has to compete for sunlight because, well, who needs it?
Now here's why any of this really matters to you and me. The ghost pipe isn't just a cool-looking weirdo. It's what we call a biological indicator. If you see one, it's a really good sign. It means you're standing in a healthy, mature forest. It means the soil is rich, the right kinds of trees are around, and most importantly, it means that huge, invisible fungal internet under your feet is absolutely thriving.
This delicate little three-way dance between the tree, the fungus, and our flower is so incredibly specific that you just can't grow a ghost pipe. You can't dig it up and move it. It will die. It can only exist where this entire, complex ecosystem is already working in perfect harmony. So seeing one is a rare little glimpse into a world that is truly, completely wild.
So that leaves us with this one big question, right? The ghost pipe just blows up our neat little definitions. It's proof that life will always find a way, even if that way means breaking the biggest rule in the book and learning how to thrive silently in the dark.